Hello everyone. Today we're gonna revise the final revision before the exam. So pay attention. Let's start with the first question. Write the fraction as the product of a whole number and the unit fraction. So you have to make sure that we are multiplying to use a whole number and unit fraction. Okay, the product here means we're gonna multiply. Okay, so 3 over 8, so the 3 it will be the whole number and multiplied by the unit fraction, and in this case the unit fraction will be 1 over 8. Now let's go to the second question. Here we have here 9, it will be the whole number multiplied by 1 over 4. This is the whole number and the unit fraction. The same thing here, 13 multiplied by 1 over 10. So that's all about multiplying a whole number and the unit fraction, and we said that the unit fraction means 1 over any number. So 13 multiply 1 over 10. So let's go to the next question here. 5 multiplied by 3 over 4, it means 5 multiplied by 3 equals 15 over 4. This is a bad form. If you want to write it as a good form, so we can write it as, how many 4 in 15? We have 3/4 in 15. So 3/4 means 12. So subtract 12 from 15, so the remaining is 3 over 4. Both of these answers are correct. So you can write it as 15 over 4 or 3 and 3 over 4. The next question, write the first 4 multiples of 3 over 8. So the first 4 multiples means 3 over 8 itself, and then we're gonna write the multiples of 3 only, because the denominator never ever change. So we're gonna write here 6 over 8, 9 over 8, and the last one is 12 over 8. Okay, let's go to the next question. He said here that write the first 4 multiples of the fraction. So 7 over 10, you have to write the same fraction as it is at the first one, because the fraction is a multiple of itself. So 7 over 10, and then we're gonna write the multiples of 7 here. So it's 13 over 10, 21 over 10, and at the end 28 over 10. Okay, what about 3 over 12? 3 over 12, and then 6 over 12, 9 over 12, and the last one 12 over 12. Okay, so easy, right? Now let's go to the next question. Find the product. Once he said find the product, so you are free to write it in a bad form or a good form. Both of them will be correct. So we're gonna multiply 7 times 3 equals 21 over 8. 3 times 5 equals 15 over 6. 5 times 3 equals 15 over 5, and 9 times 3 equals 27 over 4. That's pretty easy, right? Let's go to the next one. Find the product. If possible, write the answer as a mixed number. So in this case, you have to write it in a good form. So you have to convert the answer. If it's in a bad form, write it in a good form. So let's see how. So first we're gonna multiply the 4 by both of 3 and 5. So let's see. 4 times 3 equals 12, and 4 times 5 equals 20 out of 6. Now we're gonna start to convert this, because it's a bad form. 20 is greater than 6. Of course we can't let it like that. So Now we're gonna search for in table 6 for 20. So do we have 20 in table 6? We don't have any 20 in table 6. So what's the closest number in table 6 to 20? So let's say that 6 times 3 equals 18. So we're gonna use the three numbers to write the fraction in a good form. So we're gonna write 6 as the denominator because the denominator never ever change, and then 3 we're gonna add it to the whole number here, it becomes 15, and then 18 we're gonna subtract it from the number here. So 20 minus 18 equals 2, and that's it. That's the good form because 2 is less than 6, so the answer will be 15 and 2 over 6. Let's go to number 13. So the same thing, we're gonna multiply the 10 times 2 and the 10 times 3. So 10 times 2 equals 20, and 10 times 3 equals 30 out of 4. So now it's a bad form because 30 is bigger than 4. So we're gonna search for 30 in table 4. We don't have it, so we're gonna search for the closest number to 30 in table 4. So 4 times what gets us a close number to 30, and make sure that the close number you have to use no more than 30. So we're gonna search for 30 or less. So it will be 4 times 7 equals 28. So now we're gonna start to convert this into a good form. So 4, we're gonna use the 4 here in the whole number part, so or the denominator here 4, and the whole number will be 7, and we have already 20 as a whole number, so we're gonna add 20 plus 7 equals 27, and then 28 we're gonna subtract it from the 30, so 2 is remaining, so it will be 27 and 2 over 4. So let's just go to the next one. The same thing, we're gonna start multiplying 8 times 5 and 8 times 2. 8 times 5 equals 40, and 8 times 2 equals 16 over 3. So now we're gonna start to convert this into a good form because 16 bigger than 3 and we can't let it like that. So we're gonna start to multiply 3 by what gives us the close number to 16. So 3 times 5, of course, equals 15. So we're gonna use three numbers here, 3 and 5 and 15, to form the good form. So the 3 remain the same as the denominator, and the 5 we're gonna add it to the whole number, it will be 45, and then we're gonna subtract 15 from here. So 16 minus 15 equals just 1. So the answer will be 45 and 1 over 3. So easy, right? Okay, so I will let you do 15, 16, 17 on your own. Now let's go to page 2. So let's read this. Fergie is building a table. Each side it has a border that is 2 2/8 feet long. What length of border does she need for all 4 sides? Okay, so we need to multiply now the 4 side, or 4 times 2 and 2 over 8. So we're gonna multiply here 4 times 2 and 2 over 8. With the same way, we're gonna start multiplying the 4 by both of 2 and 2. So we're gonna multiply the 4 by the whole number and the 4 by the numerator, and we can't change the denominator, so the 8 stay the same all the time. So 4 times 2 equals 8, and 4 times 2 equals 8 over 8. Yeah, it's a special number now. So 8 and 8 over 8. And we all know that 8 over 8 here equals 1 whole. So all we have to do, we're gonna add 1 to the whole number. So the final answer will be 9. So the answer will be 9 feet, because 8 over 8 forms 1 whole, and we have already 8 holes, so it will be 9 feet. Okay, let's go to the next one. Use a straight edge to draw and label the lines. So as you see here in question number 19, draw and label BC, line BC, then draw and label line DE parallel to line BC. So now we're gonna draw 2 lines parallel to each other, and we said before parallel here means never intersect each other, so it's exactly going in the same direction. So as you see here, we can draw it like this and like this, okay? And don't forget, you have to label it to put the points. So we're gonna write here B, C, and D, E. And remember, you can draw it in any direction as long as it never intersects each other, and you can put the points in anywhere as long as the BC in the same line and the DE on the same line. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Draw and label MN, line MN, then draw and label ST perpendicular to MN. So all of them are lines, so you have to remember that you have to draw the arrows. So as you see here, we have ST, this flipped T, we said this is the symbol of perpendicular, so it should be like the plus sign. Okay, so we're gonna draw here plus sign like that, and don't forget to put the points S, T, M, N, and it forms, of course, a square corner or a right angle. Let's go to the next question here. Draw and label FG, line FG, then draw and label line HJ intersecting FG at point A. So it's called here intersecting. Intersecting here means like X letter or the multiplication sign, as you see here. So don't forget to put the points here, H, J, and here's F, G. And remember, you have to put the intersection point, as he mentioned here, A. That's great. Let's go to the next one. So I will let you do on your own 22, 23, and 24 in the same idea. You are doing great, guys. Come on. Let's go to the next page. So in the next page here, we need to classify the triangle. So let's write acute, right, or obtuse. We said that before. Acute means a small, tiny angle, and right here means a square corner angle, and obtuse is a wide, big angle. As you see here, we have this angle so wide, as you see here. So this is an obtuse angle, and we have two acute angles And we said before that the obtuse angle is way more stronger than the acute angle, so it's obtuse triangle. Okay, the next one, we have a square corner, so it's obviously right triangle. And the next one, it's all angles are small tiny angles, or it means acute triangle. Okay, the next one, we have here an obtuse angle, so wide as you see here, so it's obtuse triangle. The next one, all the angles are acute, so it's acute triangle. The next one, we have a square corner, it's so obvious, it will be right triangle. Okay, let's go now to classify the triangle, but in another way, with the side length. As you see here, we have equilateral, isosceles, scalene. So now it's obvious that the first one having two equal sides, so we can say that this is isosceles triangle. And the next one has all sides are equal in length, so it's equilateral. As you see here, if all sides are equal, so it's called equilateral. And here, two sides are equal here, only two sides are equal, so it's called isosceles. Okay, let's go to the next one. All sides are equal, so equilateral. Okay, next one, no sides are equal because this not equal this, not equal this, so they are all different, so it's scalene. Okay, the next one, we have this equal this, so we have two equal sides, so it's isosceles. Okay, let's go to the next page. In this page, he said write all possible. So do you see this? Write all possible names of the figure here. So the first figure, you have to ask yourself a question. Do we have four sides? Yes, we have four sides, so we can call it quadrilateral. Okay. Do we have at least one pair of parallel lines? Yes, we have at least one pair of parallel lines, so it's trapezoid. And the next one, do we have two pairs of parallel lines here? Yes, so it's parallelogram. And then, do we have any right angles? We don't have any right angles here, so we can't say that this is a rectangle. Do we have four equal sides? Yes, we have four equal sides, and the signs of it, as you see here, all of them are equal, so it means it's a rhombus. And of course it can't be square because we don't have any right angles. Okay, let's go to the next one. So this is so obvious. All sides are equal and all angles are right angles. So if all angles are equal, or right angles, and all sides are equal, so it means it's a square. And we said that the square is the king of shapes. It means it has all the names, so we can call it quadrilateral, we can call it trapezoid. We can call it parallelogram. We can call it rectangle. He said that you have to write all possible names. So write all possible names, guys. So the next one, rhombus, and its special name, square. These all possible names of this shape. Okay, the next one, let's ask yourself a question here. So do we have 4 sides? So it's a quadrilateral. Do we have at least one pair of parallel sides? Yes, so it's trapezoid. Do we have 2 pairs of parallel sides? Yes, so it's parallelograms. Parallelogram. So quadrilateral, trapezoid, parallelogram, it has 3 names. Okay, let's go to the next one. Tell if line appears to be a line of symmetry, right? Yes or no? So line of symmetry, as we said before, it has to split or divide the shape into 2 identical halves. 2 identical halves. So as you see in the first one here, this arrow is divided exactly 2 identical halves. So we can say that this line is a line of symmetry. So let's write here yes. And the next one, it's not identically halves, so we can't say that, so it will be no. The next one, yes, because we have the upper part, it's typically to the lower part, so it will be yes. The next one, it's obviously no, because we don't have the same half up and down, so it will be no. Easy, right? Okay, the next one, it's a little bit tricky, but I know that you're smart and you can get it. So as you see here, extend the pattern and describe it. So as you see here, we have a circle, triangle, circle, square, circle, pentagon. So as you see here, the circle is constant, the circle is repeated, but the difference that the shape here, we're gonna add a side, add one in every shape. So as you see here, this circle, and then we have 3 sides in the triangle, and then circle, and we have 4 sides in the square, and then circle, and we have 5 sides in pentagon. So let's continue in this pattern. So we're gonna draw here circle, and here should be 6 sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 sides, and then another circle. That's it. Okay, the next one. Use the figures to write the number pattern, then describe your number pattern. How many small squares will be in the 6th figure? So he's asking about the 6th figure. So let's go with the pattern. So this is the first one. So it has only one square. Okay, we said that this one, so as you see here, is 1 times 1, right? So the side length is 1 for all, so 1 times 1 equal 1. So what about here? We have 2 and 2. So how many squares here? If you multiply it, so we got 4 squares. And the third one, it will be 3 and 3. So we're gonna get here 3 times 3 equals 9 squares. If you're gonna go with the same pattern here, so it will be 1, 4, 9. So every term we're gonna multiply by the number of the term. So 1 here is the first term, so 1 times 1 equals, so here is 1 times 1, here, sorry for that, so it's 1 times 1, and here 2 times 2, here 3 times 3. So let's go with the same pattern here. So it will be here 4 times 4, 5 times 5, 6 times 6, right? So that's the pattern. So let's write the numbers now. So 4 times 4 equals 16, 5 times 5 25, and 6 times 6 equals 36. So he's asking about this. He's asking about the 6 figure. So the 6 figure, which is the 6 pattern here, or the 6 number here, so it's 36 squares. So the 6th figure contains 36 small squares. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but use the pattern to get it. Let's go to the next page. So now let's start converting between time units. So it's so easy to convert between two time units because we're gonna study for hours and minutes and seconds. Of course, we all know that 1 hour equals, as you see here in this table, 1 hour, 1 minute equals 60 hours, 60 minutes, 60 seconds, and 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So as you see here, we want to convert from hours to minutes. We're gonna multiply by 60. So it will be 3 times 60 equals 180 degrees, or 180 minutes. The next one, multiply by 60. So it will be 5 times 60 equals 300 seconds. So it's so easy now. To convert from hours to minutes, we're gonna multiply by 60. From minutes to seconds, multiply by 60. Easy. Now, the next one, write the time shown on the clock. So as you see here, we have 3 hands here. We have the hours hands, and the minutes hand, and the seconds hands. So the hours hands here refers between 4 and 5, and we said before, if the hand in between two numbers, so we're gonna take the previous number or the number before. So we're gonna take 4 here in the hour section, and then in the minute section or the minutes hand goes 4, 6, number 6. So we said before, according to the clock here, between each two numbers we have 5 minutes. So here, if we count here 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, so you will see when we travel from 12 to 6, so it will be 30 minutes. And the last one is the seconds. The seconds here refers to after 2 with 2 dashes here in this part. So after 2 with 2 dashes, the same thing with seconds. We have 5 seconds between each two numbers on the clock. So traveling from 12 to 2, it will be 10 seconds. And after number 2 with 2 dashes, it will be 12 seconds. So the answer here is 4:30 minutes 12 seconds. The next one. Here the hour hand lies between 2 and 3. So we're gonna take the number before, which is 2, and then we're gonna start calculating the minutes hand. So the minutes hand lying between 26 and 27, and we said if it lies between two numbers, we're gonna take the number before, so it will be 26, and then the second hand lies in here. We said that 5 between each number, traveling from 12 till 8, it's 40, but it's not exactly 8, it's before 8 with 1 dash, it should be 39. Okay, let's go to the next one. Lunch break starts at 11:10 a.m. and ends at 11:48 a.m. Use the number line to find the elapsed time. So forget about the number line for now. So just find the elapsed time. We said before that the elapsed time equals end minus start. So we said to do not confuse yourself about this, search for the end time. If we have the end time, so we're gonna subtract. If we don't have the end time, so we're gonna add. So we have the end time here. The end time is 11:48. So we're gonna start by subtracting 11:48. The end time should be at the beginning because we are subtracting, so the end time always will be the bigger number. So start with it all the time. So 11:48, and here is 11:10, and then subtract. So 8 minus 0 equals 8, 4 minus 1 equals 3, and 0. So it means 0 hour and 38 minutes. So the elapsed time here is 38 minutes. Okay, let's go to the next question. Hiroshi times his exercise for the day. He starts walking at 4:18:13 p.m. He stops walking at 4:36:26 p.m. How long does Hiroshi walk? So he's asking also about elapsed time here. So he gives you the start time and the end time, and he's asking about the elapsed time. So we're gonna subtract again. So subtract, start with 4:36:26 minus 4:18:13. Let's subtract. So 26, we're gonna start with the second section first. So 26 minus 13 equals 13. And 36 minus 18 equals 18, and it will be 0. So now the elapsed time here is 18 minutes and 13 seconds. Okay, let's go to the next one. So find the elapsed time. So start 9:45 and 11:55. So we're gonna subtract again. So 11:55 and 9:45 minus, so 5 minus 5 equals 0, 5 minus 4 equals 1, and 11 minus 9 equals 2. So the answer will be 2 hours and 10 minutes. The next one, start at 1:30 p.m. end at 2:40 p.m. So the end time, we're gonna write it here, 2:40, 1:30, that's the start time, minus, it will be 10, 1. So the elapsed time is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Next one. Jordan starts working on an art project at 3:15 p.m. and spends 3 hours 25 minutes working on it. At what time does he stop? So in this case we are asking about end time. So because he said here at what time does he stop, so he's asking about end time. So if he's asking about end time, so we're gonna add in this case. So we're gonna add 3:15 plus 3:25. So let's add. So 5 plus 5, 10, 0, and carry up 1. 1 plus 1, 2, and 2, 4. And 3 plus 3 equals 6. So he stopped at 6:40 p.m. Okay, it's obvious now. To get the end time you have to add to get the start time, or the elapsed time you have to subtract. Let's go to the next one. So this is conversion page. So as I said before, I will give you the table of conversions attached in the exam paper to help you to convert between units. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Decimeter to centimeter, we're gonna multiply by 10, so it will be 2000. Next thing, half meter and centimeter, so we're gonna multiply by 100, so half times 100 is 50. Centimeter to millimeter, we're gonna multiply by 10, so it will be 70. Kilometers to meters, so we're gonna multiply by 1000, so it will be 9000. The next one, let's compare. And we said before, you have to think about where is the smaller unit and don't touch it. The smaller unit here is millimeters, so the smaller unit, keep it as the same and multiply the big unit to convert to the smaller unit. So we're gonna multiply by 10, it will be 20 millimeters. So now we can compare 20 millimeter or 19 millimeter. Of course 20 is bigger. The next one, 5 decimeter or 51 decimeter. So we're gonna multiply here by 10, so it will be 50 centimeter. So this is bigger, and the rest for all of them. Okay, I think I covered all the material that we have. Okay, let's start by this is so important, the line plot. So the line plot is so easy. We're gonna count how many times that the number is repeated. 3/8 repeated 2 times, so we're gonna put 2 x's. What about half repeated? Half repeated 2 times, so on the top of the half we're gonna put 2 x's. Okay, the next one is 5/8 repeated 1 time, and 1 and 1/8 repeated 1 time. So that's it. That's the line plot, easy. And according to this, we're gonna put the tally table here. The tally table means we're gonna put the dashes as with the same number of repetition. So 3/8 repeated how many times? 1, 2, so just 2, so we're gonna put 2 dashes as you see here. And the next one, 5/8 repeated 1, 2, 3, so we're gonna put 1 2 3 dashes, and the next one 7 over 8 to 1 dash. So after that we're gonna start to put the number of repetition with the x's on the number line. So 3 over 8, we're gonna put 2 x's on the top of 3 over 8. 5 over 8, we're gonna put 3 x's on the top of it, and 1 on 7 over 8. Okay, thank you. That's it for today, and good luck with your exam, guys. Bye.